I am so grateful for so many things, too many things. But today I want to focus on my gratitude for my amazing husband, Jonah. We've been married for 20 years now. We have a beautiful family together, and through the ups, through the downs, he's still my favorite person. Hashtag give thanks. Saddest news ever. Sally the Sourdough is not healthy. I fed it yesterday. You can see, I think it's called, is it hooch on the top? It's got some hooch. It's not happy. It's not happy. So we need to go to the Sourdough Hospital. You know, life just gets busy. And when you think, oh, it's only been a couple of days, sourdough will be fine. And then you realize it's been a week and you haven't fed it. And you open it up and it doesn't look right. There's no mold on it or anything. So it's just sad. It's just a little bit dead. Not all the way dead, just a little dead. That reminds me of the Princess Bride. I'm not dead yet. No, that's Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Anyway, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and jumpstart it and see over the next couple of days if I can get it back to beautiful, or if I need to go ahead and rehydrate and start over. I guess that is why it's super, super important to dehydrate your start for super, super, super sad situations when you go off and you kill your starter. So I don't know, I guess let's head on this journey together over the next few days and see if Sally can be saved. I do a half cup of flour, a half a cup of water, and then I like this elastic band on it because then that helps you know if it grows or not. It didn't grow at all yesterday. So, let's just hope and see. But I had Missy feed it yesterday and I didn't check it, and so it was kind of thin. So maybe she just didn't do quite enough flour. I guess we are going to find out. We'll know in a couple of hours if it's gonna grow. Stay tuned. I don't know if it smells. It smells a little alcohol-y, actually. I am so new to sourdough. I just don't know much about it. So, I mean, I've mastered making beautiful loaves, but we'll see. Fast forward about a week since the last time I talked about sourdough, that I had committed a serious crime with it. It's doing really well. I was able to kind of recharge it. I did multiple feedings. I've got it back to looking quite nice. And you'll see that I have two here. That's because I'm trying to transform it. That's not the right word. I'm trying to transition it into a whole wheat flour. And so I'm still working with the white flour because if I kill it, I want to have a backup. And I do have my dehydrated starter, but I don't want to deal with that if I don't have to. So I fed them about an hour ago. So I'm gonna see how they do. I'm waiting for my yeast to get bubbly. So well, it's looking pretty good, but I want it to mushroom a little more, and then I'll make bread. I don't think I technically have to mushroom it because it is an instant yeast. I just like to. And thank you, I got an amazing email from a subscriber today giving me some tips with sourdough and how to use that in regular bread. I'm really excited. I'm new, as in the last 5 years, to baking bread, and so I'm just really excited about the next step, like not using commercial yeast. So that will be really cool. But I'm hoping that these two will rise, and maybe I can bake with some sourdough tonight. We'll see. Every homeschool needs a Lego adventure, don't they, Sarah? What are you working on?
I'm not. This lady is the mail lady.
Oh, okay.
And this is her bike. And this is all the stuff that put up the door.
Okay.
And then all the other people, I forgot the other person's hair, so.
So she's got no hair? Well, they have no heads.
Because those are clothes.
Oh, it's just a mannequin. Very good.
No, yeah.
So what is this? Just your house?
This is, I have two surfboards, and this came with one. So this is a lake, but this goes like right there, like floats. But,
Fun.
and I put them right here because this part is like inside the home.
Awesome.
And this is the mailbox, and I'm putting mail.
Where you
in.
get mail? I hope your mail comes to you better than it comes to us, huh? Our mail here is a little bit slower than usual.
And also the mail just came. Ooh, that's a ton.
Good. How's Harry Potter?
Good.
Good. What part are you at?
Page 79.
Oh, good. What's going on?
He just barely talked to a boy in this shop. I don't know his name.
Okay. That description is amazing. You enjoying it? Good.
All right, so I just finished putting the last coat. Let me state that again. What I hope to be the last coat of polyurethane and tung oil on the table. She looks really good right now. I laid it on kind of thick. I'm hoping that's not a mistake. We'll see how it dries. Everyone's gone right now. No one should be coming in and out. So the table and I've been calling this the skirt, but that's not what it's called. It's something else. Anyway, look at those legs. I think that's beautiful. So, we're gonna let that dry and see how much sanding I need to do after that's done. I've talked to a couple people that have built tables about, you know, the kind of sanding that I need to do and what grit to use, and you know, you get different opinions from different people, and you go online and there's a plethora of opinions, and so we'll see. We'll see what we do, but I should be able to get this should be ready by Turkey Day. I'm not sure when this video will go up, but we've got a little over a week before Turkey Day, so we'll let this dry and I'll get it finished. If I need another coat, I think I have time. Let's go into the garage here and I'll show you the benches I'm working on. So I just finished gluing this one together. And as I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, that's a little wide. So, but I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with it. It's not as wide as it you know, in terms of inches, it's not too wide from what I've seen for my liking. And then, so anyway, I've got to glue this one. Got my little jig set up here with pipe clamps, whatever. But we'll get that glued tonight, and then I'll start working on planing down this guy. Because I tried to get him, I mean, the guy told me this wood was dried, had been drying for 2 years, but man, it sure has moved a lot since I cut it. So it's not exactly flat anymore. And there's some ridges here and there, and I've got all this glue to get off. It's got some work to do, but we'll get it worked out. And then I'm gonna need to pick up some more wood to build the base for these benches, but I'm hoping if I can get these built and a first coat on them at the latest by this weekend. Then I'll have time to finish them beginning of the following week and before we celebrate Thanksgiving. We have family over and dear friends over and room for people to sit. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I'm okay with that. We'll deal with what we got, you know? It'll all work out in the end. It's all we can do. Best we can. So, I'm super excited though. Just look at the character in that thing. You see that reflection? It kind of points out the flaws a little bit. But it's got a story. And I've learned a lot from this process, and I'm looking forward to the next project and taking what I've learned and developing skills and making them better.
Well, I would say those look amazing. I put the rubber bands on so I know where it started, but hello. Oh, it just fell because I bumped it, but I mean, that's still fine. Oh, that one's stuck. Yeah. I'd say that I successfully brought them back to life. And then I'll put the bands back on those, but and then, whoa. This looks so good. So good. I had to run to town. I did my very first Azure standard order. And so I went and picked that up. And so Emma so graciously put those in the loaves for me while I was gone. And they'll bake really soon. I'm really impressed with how fast they are rising. But I was gonna bake with sourdough tonight, but I realized we have a dentist appointment for everybody tomorrow at noon. I have to leave at noon. That won't give me enough time to rise and bake sourdough. But the more I feed it, the stronger it gets. So that's worth it.
Let the heat find all the frozen. Let the forces